they claim they didn't do it. Two men now charged with murder for the shooting death of a UK student, what the suspects told us after their arrest. A shocked campus community came together tonight to honor the murder victim, Jonathan Kruger, how they say he should be remembered. And could a break be coming soon in a bourbon theft mystery? What a prosecutor said about the case today.
Tracking, alerting, protecting. This is WKYT News at 11.
Good evening to you. The crime shocked the community. A UK student killed in a robbery. But tonight, less than 24 hours later, Lexington police have arrested two people for the murder. Investigators say the victim, 22-year-old Jonathan Kruger, was shot early this morning on East Maxwell Street near campus. He was walking home at the time. Tonight, we got our first look at both murder suspects, 18-year-old Justin Smith and 20-year-old Efren Diaz. We were there as police led them out of police headquarters. Garrett Weimer begins our top story team coverage with the latest on the investigation.
Two suspects are now behind bars, both charged with murder in the shooting death of UK student Jonathan Kruger, yet both deny committing the crime. After a long day of police questioning, these suspects had something to say when reporters waiting outside asked if they killed Kruger. Just after 6:30, Smith was led out of police headquarters in handcuffs and taken to the Fayette County Detention Center. 2 hours later, the second suspect, Efren Diaz, did the same.
Efren, did you kill Jonathan?
No, ma'am. I'm innocent, ma'am. I swear on my life.
Anything you want to say? What happened?
I'm innocent, ma'am.
At a news conference earlier in the day, Lexington's police chief acknowledged things were moving quickly.
This has been a very fluid investigation, a very active investigation.
With two suspects behind bars just hours after the crime, both charged with murder, the case now goes to the Commonwealth's attorney. Asked if the death penalty would be on the table.
One thing I don't do is talk about a pending case. This is a pending case, and as a result, I'm not going to say anything about it.
Additionally, Diaz also faces a robbery charge. Smith is charged with robbery, tampering with physical evidence, and also fleeing and evading police. In Lexington, Garrett Weimer, WKYT.
Well, police say they don't think Kruger knew the two suspects before the robbery and shooting. Well, tonight, hundreds of people gathered on the UK campus for a vigil honoring Jonathan Kruger. He was a junior at UK and the photo editor at the Kentucky Kernel, the student newspaper. Those who knew him say he left an impact on many lives, and they say he was the kind of person you would want as a friend. Monique Blair continues our top story team coverage.
It was an emotional night here at the Newman Center on UK's campus as more than 350 people came together to remember 22-year-old Jonathan Kruger, who was shot and killed earlier this morning.
At 5:30 this morning, I woke to a phone call that left me frozen in time. Immediately, the words "John didn't make it" echoed through my mind and left me laying there speechless.
Why? I don't know. I don't know why bad things happen to good people.
It was an emotional evening Friday as the people who loved Jonathan Kruger remembered his life just hours after it was taken from him.
People who have known John for years, months, or even a few minutes would all tell you the same thing. He was a selfless man with a genuine, kind soul.
John found joy in everything he did, no matter how small.
A repeated sentiment from all. Jonathan was the guy you wanted to be friends with, the guy who wanted to make other people smile.
I love you, John, and I miss you until we meet again.
Then shall praise be to him, to whom our song.
Aside for being known for his bright smile and being active in his fraternity, Jonathan Kruger was also known for being really dedicated to the study abroad program here at UK and his love for Kentucky basketball. In Lexington, Monique Blair, WKYT.
The Kentucky Colonel will also hold a memorial service for Kruger. It is scheduled for 8 Monday night at Memorial Hall. People who knew Jonathan Kruger in his hometown are also remembering him tonight. He graduated from Maumee Valley Country Day School in Toledo, Ohio, and grew up in nearby Perrysburg. He played basketball and tennis at the school. His former teammates tell us he was a leader.
Jonathan had a bright future. I was just looking at some of his photography. He was very talented at that. Again, with his smile, he was probably will be known for that because, you know, everyone saw his smile, and it actually brightened up a lot of people because he had jokes. And
Kruger's coach said he always had a way to lift everyone's spirits even after a tough game. For more on how the community is remembering Jonathan Kruger, just go to our website, WKYT.com. Well, it looks like we'll have good weather to start off our weekend, but the end of it could be wet. Chief Meteorologist Chris Bailey has an early look now at your weekend forecast. How about it, Chris?
Yeah, finally a dry day in the books for just about the entire Bluegrass State, and that's going to carry us into Saturday. But as you mentioned, Amber, by the end of the weekend, more showers and thunderstorms rolling on into the Bluegrass State. Current temperatures out there as we put our Friday to bed, mainly into the low and mid 60s. Couple of pockets of some upper 50s showing up. Somerset and Danville, 63. Lexington, Frankfort at 61. Live First Alert Defender. Nothing is out there across Kentucky. Had some clouds, and at times today, skies looked a little threatening, but as you can see, back to our west, we're clearing our sky west of Louisville, west of Interstate 65. That scoots in here as we go into the day tomorrow. So some sunshine, but look at this big storm system that goes all the way from the Gulf of Mexico, wraps back in around that area of low pressure into the Colorado Rockies, where it is snowing as of now. We're not worried about that, but out ahead of that, showers, thunderstorms will continue to increase, and that storm system will roll our way as we go deeper into the weekend, especially by the time we go into Sunday. You know what that means? You really need to soak up your Saturday because those showers and storms will roll into town on Sunday, and I am tracking a severe weather threat with the hour-by-hour forecast, Amber, when I come back here in less than 10 minutes.
All right, Chris, thank you. Tonight, police in Jessamine County are investigating after shots were fired near a school. Investigators tell us it happened near some basketball courts behind the Providence School in Wilmore. They say no one was injured, but police have not said what led to the shots being fired. They also haven't said if there have been any arrests. We have some new information about a Lincoln County bus driver who drove a school bus through high water. Tonight, Lincoln County Schools sent us their report on the incident. School leaders say they told the driver he should have followed procedure and contacted them before driving through the water. They also say corrective action has been taken, but they didn't say what it was. Today, we received new eyewitness video that was shot inside the bus as it drove through that water. School leaders say the driver told them he had no way to back out and had no choice but to go through the water. Tonight, a Southern Kentucky man faces charges after police say he injured two teenagers in a crash. Barberville police arrested 21-year-old Dustin Williams. They say last night he was driving a truck with a 17-year-old and a 19-year-old riding in the bed. Police say Williams made a sharp turn and sped up, causing both teenagers to be thrown from the truck. Both teens were airlifted to the hospital. Their conditions are not known tonight. Police charge Williams with wanton endangerment and assault. The search continues tonight for two men police say robbed a man at a Clay County business. It happened around 7 this morning at Richard White Lumber Yard in Manchester. The victim says he came to the business to buy some lumber, but instead, two robbers walked up to him.
They just told him, said, "Where's it at? We want your money." And he pulled, he had to give him his money, and they still held him down, he said, at gunpoint.
The robber stole the victim's money, then stole a pickup nearby and drove off. The victim went to a nearby store for help. Police say the only description they have of the robbers is that they were both wearing hoodies. It has been a mystery for more than a year, but next week we could learn more about the theft of Pappy Van Winkle bourbon from a Franklin County distillery. Thousands of dollars worth of the bourbon was stolen in October of 2013. Today, the Franklin County Commonwealth's attorney said his office plans to present the case to a grand jury on Tuesday, and he's expecting multiple indictments. Police haven't said if they think the Pappy Van Winkle theft is connected to a Wild Turkey bourbon theft at another distillery. Police made an arrest for the second theft.
Follow WKYT online at WKYT.com. Join the conversation on Twitter and become a part of the WKYT Facebook family.
Tonight, police say 11 people were injured when a large gas line exploded near a California highway. That blast this afternoon shut down Highway 99 near Fresno. So far, investigators aren't sure what caused the explosion at the Fresno County Sheriff's gun range, but they say a county equipment operator was working with a jail inmate crew to expand a road by the pipeline at the time. Police say of those injured, 3 are now in critical condition. A fight at a home in Laurel County sent 2 men to the hospital. The Laurel County Sheriff's Office says 34-year-old Justin Chambers stabbed Noel McQueen in the shoulder and hand during the fight on Walnut Road this morning. They say Chambers came to McQueen's home with the intention of fighting. Chambers also had a hand injury in the fight. Both went to UK Hospital, but police say Chambers is now in jail. He's charged with assault. McQueen's condition is not known. The Fayette County Sheriff's Office has a program that gets rid of graffiti around Lexington, also helps cut down on crime. The office has been in charge of the program for the last 9 years, but before each piece of graffiti is painted over, deputies take pictures of it as a way of tracking gang activity. Lexington police help with the program as well. They say covering up gang symbols is a big help.
Within the gang world, a lot of times if they do graffiti and somebody shows disrespect, it's a way for them to talk back and forth, kind of probing at each other to create, an environment that's going to potentially lead to violence.
Well, the cost to the city for this program is almost nothing. Trustees of the Fayette County Detention Center provide the labor, and Home Depot donates the supplies. A new campaign has been launched to attract more visitors from the United Kingdom to Kentucky. International tourism company Brand USA is partnering with the Kentucky Department of Travel and Tourism to create a new video campaign. Tourism leaders hope people in Great Britain will be able to see Kentucky's beauty.
So I think folks in the UK are really interested in getting more at the true America, if you will. The heartland and certainly the South is very, very hot right now.
Brand USA officials estimate by 2021, 100 million international travelers will visit the United States. 2 stars of this year's UK basketball team met some of their biggest fans in eastern Kentucky tonight. Karl Anthony Towns and Devin Booker signed autographs at the Wildcat Warehouse in Hazard. Some UK fans waited hours just to meet the players. The line stretched all the way around the shopping center.
Oh, it means the world, the fact that we get to come out here, we get to meet fans that we haven't met all year, we get to have new interactions, but also we get to make people's days, and that's the biggest thing for us that we love to do.
Well, both Towns and Booker have declared for the NBA draft. Towns will be at Hillbilly Days in Pikeville tomorrow to sign autographs for fans there, and he'll be a big hit.